What's the most NSFW talents you have? I can stay in a chair using only one of the legs of the chair. That really is not safe for work. I can trigger a sneeze via very specific sexual thoughts. I can also do this. Whenever my wife and I are about to get it on, I sneeze and cause I'm thinking of one thing specifically that I know I want to do. When we were dating, she was concerned that I was allergic to her lotion or something, because it would only happen when I was kissing her neck. Now she just teases me about it, but I've still never been able to understand why it happens. Subconscious reflex or something, maybe. I can poop extremely fast, quicker than some peas. I don't even tell people I got to poop BC. When I come out of the bathroom they'll think I didn't really poop. Username checks out. I can make a slap on the ass really loud and not hurt. My GF loves the sounds more than anything and sometimes loves a nice handprint. One time I went to slap a girl on the ass but I mistimed it and ended up slapping myself in the balls. I have a condition that means I have no gag reflex at all. Sexual implications aside, I'm curious. I can make myself orgasm anywhere, anytime, using only my own vaginal muscles and without calling attention to myself while doing it. Doesn't mean I will, but I can. Is that a promise or a threat? I can come back to back without getting soft. Girls are quite fond of this, however without lube it can get kinda irritating. I, too, am gifted with this talent. However it sucks not having a GF, so ATM it's going to waste. I can do a split on a dick. Edit, I hate you all. Helicopter dick. Helicopter dick to impress a chick. I can't come from vaginal penetration, no matter how turned on I am. I'm a guy. My girlfriend loves it and hates it. As a guy I also have trouble orgasming from having my vagina penetrated. I can come without having an erection. Edit, it's not a medical issue, but how you masturbate. Instead of stroking, massage the underside of the shaft and make sure the top of the head is rubbing against your t-shirt. German insult is based on that, Flackidzer. I can stay hard for hours. Just don't touch it, it's got a quick trigger. That's like being gifted with the body of a Roman/Greek god but having the mental intellect and voice of an 8-year kid. I can orgasm from penetration alone. It's incredible. This is probably something for my boyfriend to be bragging about, but it's fantastic. 10/10. I'm in the same boat except my freaking clit doesn't work, so I have no choice. Apparently my cum tastes good. This is coming from multiple sources, all unprompted. A blind taste test. 9/10 people prefer this cum over other brands. I have the uncanny ability to remove sex from the minds of girls as soon as I talk to them. I'm quite the mentalist. My fingers move unrealistically fast. Got those gamer hands? I can tie people up real good. You naughty boy. Really good at pulling hair. Seems simple, but it's less about yanking and more about getting a good grip. Can hit the right choking pressure points. I shoved a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. I can hear it. Everybody that has swallowed after a blowjob remarks how my jizz doesn't taste bad. A few have said it tastes good. The secret is hydration, I guess. Edit, for everyone saying pineapples/pineapple juice. I fucking hate pineapples. I haven't eaten pineapple in years. Kiss them and find out for yourself. My soldier can go from nothing to rock mode in a second and I don't need to flex any muscle to make it go down to chill mode. I have absolute control over it and it has saved my life a hell a lot of times. Once my girlfriend was hugging me because of the death of her younger brother and out of nowhere it came, but thanks to my weird skill I could make it go down instantly. It's weird but fantastic. TL, doctor, absolute control over my erections. Not to brag, but in the race to see who comes first, I always win. Sometimes I win by so much, my girlfriend doesn't even cross the finish line. I know she's impressed though, cause she's told her friends about it. They call me champion. Damn straight. I am a champion. Orgasming multiple times within 10 minutes. None of my ex-boyfriends could make me do that, so I hope my current boyfriend never leaves me. I can come hands-free, am woman, I gather this is rare. Equally sexy, I can suck water into my vagina in a bath then lift it out and shoot water out of it like a pistol, pew pew. As GT, equally sexy. Really good at giving BJs. People telling me they had an out-of-body experience when they came and shit, D. And hashtag X200B, edit, they did not shit when they came haha. Well, if you give head good enough to make people shit when they come, then you deserve an award. Procrastinating. Very unsafe for work. I can make my pussy tighter, and even make it pulse. I have very good kegels. You should see the look on a guy's face when I flex everything down there. And then when he's finished, I start making it pulse and watch them have seizures trying to get out of me, smiley face. Edit, I didn't expect this to take off like it did. To answer some questions. Do not consume males to absorb power. All women have this ability, they just need to unlock it if they haven't already. Yes, I've had one child, they just turned 5 this summer. No, I do not rape anyone, what I mean is that when they're done I like to tease the cock with the pulsing and have a laugh when they're going oh cock stop gom jeet so sensitive. Never ever have I gone beyond seriously stop, that's enough. It's not like I don't let them off. I'm not trying to hold them in place, they're not exactly exiting when I'm pulsing, they have all of the control. They laugh about it too and have tons of questions. And to the fucker that messaged me with how do you stretch your pussy, I don't stretch it because I work my kegels first of all, and pussies don't stretch the way you think they do. At what point do you begin consuming them for nutrients? I write erotica for a living. My dirty talk is immense. After I'm done camping for a night or two, I take really long shits. Not like time-wise, but literally the length of it. I coiled one around that toilet bowl once somehow. I barely ever shit in the wild, I'd cry but it all piles up I guess. Thought I'd throw a curveball from all the sexual responses in here. Doing anal for extended periods of time. The longest I went so far is an hour and a half. I absolutely love anal. Edit, fixed it. Instead of hours on end, I put extended periods of time. Hope that works. I'm exceptionally talented with my fingers. Being a bass player both helps and hinders this. Do you slap that pussy like bass? I could fap silently. Isn't church the best? I can vomit on will whenever I want. Poil. Giving good enough head for it to be deemed demonic. You put a bullet point as if you have more? Does deep throating count? Since none of my partners were capable of it, I'd certainly say so. My dick has an unreasonable amount of curve up, so even standard missionary pumps my wife's G-spot. Glad my body has the auto-aim bot on my dick. Cunnilingus. If you use the tip of your nose to stimulate the clitoris while simultaneously running your tongue around the vagina's entrance in a thermo-shaped pattern, there's a decent chance you'll have to come up for air like a pearl diver because your head will be clamped between her thighs like she's holding onto a green broken pony. Girls are fun. A trick I've learned that drive my girlfriend mad is to kiss and lick the inside of her thighs, making sure to pass really close to, but not touch, her lips or clit when I go from thigh to thigh. Breathing on her lips is allowed though. When I hear her breathing has slowed down I throw in a surprise lick on her lips, but not on her clitoris. This makes her gasp for air a bit. So now the rhythm is to slowly kiss and lick her thighs and sometimes at random reward her with a quick lick on her lips. When she starts to try to rub her legs together I jump in for the meal and go in with my entire tongue from the entry to her vulva all the way to her clitoris. I repeat this ad infinitum until she can't take it anymore and forcibly pulls me up by my hair so I can enter her. D. I can develop emotions for somebody after being inside them once. Pretty remarkable if you ask me. I can do that when someone just smiles at me for longer than 1 second. I am a straight guy who unexpectedly won a deep throat competition at a college party when I was about 20. I had been brushing the back of my tongue with my toothbrush for years to combat bad breath, so my gag reflex hardly existed. They announced a deep throat competition at this party, using a cigar tube as the object to deep throat. I was able to put it in my mouth and close my lips entirely. People were surprised and I was a bit embarrassed. Luckily I was at least reasonably good friends with most of the people at the party, so it was more funny than anything. I jack off with my left hand. Left hand brigade unite. I love posts like this. Feels like I'm shooting the shit with the non-existent boys. Thanks. I can go for years without getting laid. Edit, thank you for the silver, gold and platinum. Should probably use a throwaway, but fuck it. I get off easily, have almost no refractory period, maybe 30 seconds minus 1 minute, and can have an indefinite number of orgasms in a session, basically until chafing becomes a serious issue. It seems to be really fun / confidence boosting for my partners. It's obviously fun for me, too. I can orgasm without making noise if necessary. That's better than mine. I can do it on a frequency that somehow only dogs can hear. I can make doggy style sound like a clapping audience during an opera performance. I can ejaculate up to 13 feet and have multiple orgasms on the same erection. I'm trying to figure out whether I should be asking why you know specifically that it's 13 feet and if you intentionally learned this. I can last up to 5 hours, 3 seconds of sex and then 4 hours and 57 seconds of crying. Maybe the other 59 minutes should be spent on math. Username checks out. Catching every cold virus going around. Ask your mother, Trebek. Let it's now for 800 Alex. I can eat broccoli. Once I had sex with a Tinder girl and an hour later she tried to commit suicide. Maybe the sex was so good she knew life was going to be downhill from there? Clutching at straws. Wouldn't you like to know whether boy? I can puke without putting my fingers into my mouth. Not very useful unless my hands were blown off by a grenade while I drink bleach. I can squirt several feet, multiple times in a row. Serious question, how dehydrated are you after that? I can fuck my own ass with my dick. It's a great trick for birthday parties. I've got a birthday coming up. In my early 20s, I, unintentionally, taught myself to separate my orgasm from ejaculation so I could fake an orgasm if I ever need to. I usually keep a gogurt pouch handy if I need to fake it. I am a very big grower. When flaccid, I am barely an inch long but can go up to 8 inches long and very thick when I am hard. Good to see both disappointment and wonder in a short amount of time after having your underwear yanked down by someone. D. Asking as a grower, though not as impressively, how do you deal with the negative feedback loop of that whole yank the pants down and disappointment thing? It's happened once or twice. Usually I'm able to get excited before stripping, but in those off times the clothes come off too fast. One really wishes one had something to show for himself off the bat, lol, which can sometimes lead to not getting in the right mood altogether. I beat my dick so goddamn hard that my left leg has went totally numb. Every time I get to erection I sneeze twice. One of the biggest fights I ever had with my ex-GF was due to me sneezing twice at her family's Thanksgiving dinner. It was just a sneeze, woman. I can pop my penis like a knuckle. It only works if it's hard. Hold it with one hand at the tip and push down with the section between my thumb and pointer finger right at the base. It pops just like a knuckle. Why would you say that? Every girl I have gone down on has remarked that it's not only the best part of sex with me, but the best part of sex they have experienced with any partner up to that point. It's a point of pride with me that I'm just gifted at going down. Deleted. I've got a 9-inch tongue and can breathe through my ears. You can do what? I can make my fingers vibrate and I'm also really good with them. Guess that both being a gamer and playing the cello is not that bad. I have insanely strong pelvic floor muscles. I literally just put my dick in as far as it goes, activate my pelvic floor muscles on and off on repeat, which causes my dick to slowly move / pulsate inside of her. Within a minute every girl I've done this to has had an insane orgasm, especially with some clitoral stimulation at the same time. Makes up for my tiny tongue at least, haha. I can do the opposite, kind of. I can clench around a dick and hold it and make myself tighter than I am when I'm relaxed. I'd kiff other girls can do this though, so I don't want to call it a talent.